In previous videos, we have looked at measures of central tendency, that is, the mean, median, and mode, to help us analyze data. Without seeing the actual data, we will know something about it by looking at those three characteristics. However, they don't tell the whole picture. Let's look at these four sections of quiz scores, sections A through D. Section A, everybody got a 5. Section B, half and half, half zeros, half tens. Section 4, everyone was between a 4 and a 6. And section D, we had a 0, a bunch of 5s, and then 1 10. Well, if we were to calculate the mean and median for each of these, turns out it's 5 in every single case. But as you can tell by looking at them, they're really different data sets. So the mean and the median don't tell the whole story. That tells us we need to look at some other measurements. So what we're going to look at are measures of variation, also called measures of dispersion. There are two that we're going to focus on. The first is the range. That is simply the difference between the maximum value and the minimum value for that data set. So for section A, since everything is 5, there is a range of 0. That tells me I have really close-knit data. If I look at section B, the range is 10 minus 0 or 10. That tells me it's really spread out. However, for section D, the range is also 10. So I'm missing something between section B and D if I only look at the range. So we're going to look at one more thing, and that is called the standard deviation. So standard deviation is really just an average of how each data item differs from the mean. So a couple important things we're going to notice about standard deviation. It's always positive, and it's 0 if all the data values are equal, as in section A. And then the last important thing is that it gets larger as the data is more spread out. So section B is going to have a larger standard deviation than section D, because in section B, it's very spread out data. Section D, we have mostly close data and just a couple oddballs there at the very low end and very high end. In our next videos, we're going to figure out how we can actually calculate the standard deviation.